We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Cobras and the Thunder. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Antoine Fong will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Striding into the box, Mark Lacey. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
The shortstop, Mark Lacey.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. Got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting. Great defense. Good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Taken, but called for strike 2 on the outer part of the zone. 67 degrees our game time temperature. A bouncer up the middle. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Hey, I know everybody was on their toes right there from the pitcher to the defensive side. Leadoff hitters are known for this. Find ways to beat the ball into the ground and beat it out and get on base. Now they have to keep him in check. Let's see if they hold the runner close.
To the plate now, Jonathan Adkins. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Fong is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty D, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do.
And hold on there. That's not going to get him in there with the stolen base. Here's the 0-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
That is third.
Digging in, Paul Taylor. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Lacey leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And the pitch on 2-1. Looked to be a sinker there, up in the zone a bit, but called a strike.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 2-2 one more time. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he could put up similar numbers in this one.
At the plate now, Michael Wright. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. The 1-0 to the left side, but it's well foul. 2-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
3-1 to him now. 3-1. Here it is. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. He loses him on ball 4.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Brad Benton.
Coming to the plate now, Brad Benton, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Hit out towards second. He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. No runs, a hit, 2 left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1 with no score after a half an inning. Tim McKee, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
You know, Matt, he's looking to bounce back for a little bit better of a performance than his last one. Pitched less than 5 innings in his last one, was able to come away with a no decision. I think he and his team are expecting a lot more in this one.
Now at the plate, Brian Cannon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The left fielder, Brian Cannon.
Here's the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Batting second, the third baseman, Michael.
With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. What's the key for a home victory tonight, Dero?
Yeah, Matty, the thing I'm focused on with this lineup is the fact that they love to run. They lead the league in stolen bases. They're not afraid to take that extra bag. It's going to put the defense on their heels. Be on the lookout for that today.
Now at the plate, Michael Lopez, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses ball 1. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, they got to find a way to put yesterday behind them. They got pounded without question, but today is a new day, and they regroup and grind and try and do the little things to try and win this ball game.
One out, nobody on. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. In there, 2-2. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. Into the second deck, Gone. So a solo shot down the line in left. 6th home run on the season for him. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0. That home run is definitely worth giving the show track treatment to. And as we look at it, not only an impressive distance shot, but the 110 miles an hour exit velocity is nothing to scoff at either. That's a big boy home run. In now, Scott Franchise.
The right fielder.
And she'll come up empty that time on a sinker. It's strike one. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. The windup and the 0-1. Popped him up. Benton in foul ground. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting fourth. Not shortstop. Hale.
Now at the plate, Hal Hale. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the pitch.
Hey.
Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Two balls and a strike.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
All even now, 2-2. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. Second inning coming up. It's now 1-0. Striding forward now, Buford Christian. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch of the at-bat. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1. So stepping in, Glenn Suarez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now here's the pitch.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
The 1-0. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
In now, Sean McKee, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First delivery to him on the way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. Swing, and he popped him up over in foul territory back behind third. Lopez is over, and he tucks it away for the second out.
Batting 9, the pitcher, Tim McKee.
Digging in, Tim McKee. Here comes the first pitch. Hits this one hard the other way. A dive, and he knocks it down. But they'll still manage to get the out on the force, and with that fine play, the inning comes to an end. Digging in now, Andrew Arellano is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game.
Arellano.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Here it comes.
You got a foot down. 3-2.
And he chased it in the dirt. The throw down to first, 1 away.
Batting 5th.
Standing in, Corey Esparza. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. And the pitch. Ball 1.
Count 1-0.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Outside and low, 3-0. The pitch. And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
Batting 7th, the second baseman,
Striding in, Tiny Ryan. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. From the stretch.
No, that's low.
Runner goes for second. Pitch outside. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. One out and a runner on second base. Three and 0 now. And he'll just watch the cut fastball here for strike one. 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Adkins is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Justin Martinez. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry.
Ball one.
And that misses for ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Outside. 3-0 now. Three balls, no strikes. And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
First pitch of the at-bat. Antoine Fong is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
The set and the 1-0.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
2 down, runners at first and second. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
The set and the 2-1. Change-up taken, but it clips the inside corner for a strike.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change-up up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
The 2-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And he lays off here. It's ball 4, and that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Now at the plate, Brian Cannon. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Comes set, the 0-1.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Pitch is piling up, 44, and he's not clear of the second yet. Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Two and two. Here it is. And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Good battle. Count remains full. The payoff pitch. Popped him up. Suarez is there for it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. So no runs in the inning despite 3 walks as they couldn't make him pay. We'll go now to the top of the third. Tennessee is on top here, 1-0. All set for the start of the inning, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Mark Lacy.
Mark Lacy.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Didn't miss by much there, but it's just a bit high. Swing and a miss for strike one.
One strike.
Right there at the belt. 1-2 now. High pop-up. Martinez is camped under this one. 1 down.
The batter, the center fielder, Jonathan Adkins.
Stepping in, Jonathan Adkins. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. 1-0 count. Here it is. And there are 2 away now.
Now batter, third baseman, Paul Taylor.
Now batting, Paul Taylor. First pitch of the at-bat. Now there's a changeup to start him out, but it drops low and away for ball 1. Ball and a strike.
Down 1-1.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Strike two, swinging.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Ball 2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter on that one.
Takes this the other way to right. Franchise is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
He's starting with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. The pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes. This one's down to third. Oh, he makes the stop. Touché, sir.
The right fielder, number 16, Scott Franchise.
Digging in, Scott Franchise. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
1-2.
Now here's the pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Now a throw over. A dive, but he's back. Into the box, Hal Hale in there. Now the throw. Perfect throw, and they got him at second.
Boy, he had a really sizable lead that time, but it didn't seem to matter. The defense was ready for it, and they cut him down trying to swipe second base. That was a nice, quick release from the catcher.
2 out, nobody on. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1. And a cut fastball comes in a bit tight. It's ball 4.
Now batting, the center fielder, Andrew.
Into the box now, Andrew Arellano, man at first after the 2-out walk. over to the bag, and he'll dive back in. First pitch on its way. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
And it's fouled away. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Nope. Ball 1. I got the count 1 and 2.
Two out with the man at first. And there he goes towards second. Smokes this one into deep center field. Center fielder looking up, still ranging back. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center. Home run number 2 for him on the year, as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
One of the best qualities of this pitcher is keeping the ball in the ballpark. He's not an easy guy to get the ball up in the air again, so he's going to have to regroup a little bit here. He's not used to giving up home runs.
Stepping in now, Corey Esparza. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 268 the average for him coming in. 4 home runs and 15 RBIs. And that misses 1-1. And that's taken for a called strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss on the knuckle curve, and the inning is over. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. We played 3 full. It's now 3-0. At the plate, Michael Wright. He drew a walk his first time up.
The catcher, Michael Wright.
Now here it comes. High in the air out towards shallow right. Franchise is in a few steps as he takes it for the first out. So with 1 away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. And whoa, you see the big number. How about 99 for a top speed? Not too many guys around the league can match that. Into the box, Brad Benton. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming, here it is. No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump. So far this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch, then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
Standing in now, Buford Christian. He grounds it sharply to third. Oh, Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. At the plate, Tiny Ryan.
Leading off for Tennessee, the second baseman, Tiny.
Now here's the pitch.
Nope, that's the ball.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen.
Ball
2-0.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Swing and a liner. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. And this will bang up against the wall.
Now back, the catcher, Justin Martinez.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And the runner will get back standing. To the plate now, Justin Martinez. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. A runner at first with no outs here. Now a throw over. Runner back safely. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Another throw over. And the fans don't like this at all. This is foul right side. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
He's set. Here's the 2-2.
3-2.
Got to believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Brian Bledsoe answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Antoine Fong will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed, as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. First and second here with nobody out. And he misses again, 2-0.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
The 3-0 pitch.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game.
The left fielder, number 22, Brian Cannon.
Into the box now, Brian Cannon. And the slider swung on and chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. 0-1 count and the pitch.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
High and deep down the left field line. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. It might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late, had no chance to put that ball in play.
In now, Michael Lopez, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Bledsoe has pitched just under 60 innings. And in that time, he's compiled a whip under 1.3. Translation, he's better than league average in that category. One and one, here it is. And he fouls this one off. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
I got to count 2-2.
Full count now. 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Suarez trying to get there. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Digging in once again, Scott Franchise. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. Fong is on his way home. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. Into to score is the runner from first. It's a 6-0 ball game.
Wow, what a great piece of hitting here as he took a big swing at that one. Almost got it out of here for a 3-run blast, but he'll be happy with a 2-run double as well.
Yeah, he's not happy either way, but I'm sure the man on the mound is more than a bit relieved that that hit didn't turn into something worse. Into the box, Hal Hale. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 0-1 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. We played 4 full. Tennessee leads this one 6-0. Leading off the inning, Glenn Suarez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Ball 1. The 1-1. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Stepping in, Sean McKee. First pitch of the at-bat. Right side, but it's well fouled. 1 out, nobody on. Fouled away. Hit back up the middle, reined in, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Richard Wise will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Richard Wise.
A ball and no strikes. He'll start this one at 269. 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. The 1-1. Misses, ball 2. Two out, nobody on. Hit hard to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Barry Sneed gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Ready for another shot now, Andrew Arellano. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. from the stretch. This is in the air to right. McKee moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
The first baseman, number 7.
Stepping up now, Corey Esparza. Now here's the pitch. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
The 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Smoked on the ground left side and in the left field for a 1-out hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is, they're looking to line it, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
So now to the plate, Tiny Ryan. Pitch inside. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
Well, some may say that's a questionable steal with such a big lead, but to me, it's still too early to worry about disrespecting the other team. I've seen leads like this disappear, so they're going to keep trying to pile on.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. Now it's 2-0.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Now the 2-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. Right fielder is on the run, but this will land untouched. Here it is. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the 2nd out.
Now batting, catcher, Justin Martinez.
Stepping into the box, Justin Martinez. First pitch on its way.
1-0.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2. Nope. 3-0. Takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
That's a nice job to work that walk right there. Even if it doesn't lead to anything on the scoreboard this inning, it prevents the pitcher from having to lead off in the next one. Just one of those small things that might go unnoticed, but in the end, make a big difference.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Antoine Fong, and a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And that's inside. Looked like the slider, and it's 2-0.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
The 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And this misses as well. Ball 4. And he's walked the opposing pitcher on 4 pitches.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
So coming to the plate, Brian Cannon. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there, and it's 0-1.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
This pitch is popped up. Benton has room in foul territory. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. More from MLB Network Saturday Baseball after this. Ready once again, Mark Lacey will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Cut fastball misses downstairs, and it's 2-0 now. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this will get foul. 2-1. Liner toward right center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
Standing in now, Jonathan Adkins, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Nobody out, runner on first. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
2-2. Is laid off, and the count runs full. Paul Taylor is on deck. Here comes the payoff pitch. Looped out toward third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
The third baseman, number 3, Paul Taylor.
Stepping into the box, Paul Taylor. First delivery to him on the way.
Count 1-0.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Down the first baseline, but this is foul. Runner at first here, 1 man out. A bouncer up the middle. One there.
That's an out.
The catcher, number 4, Michael Wright.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Michael Wright. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope.
A ball and no strikes. Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
Ball 2.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
From the stretch. Hit on the ground toward the left. Oh, way to get dirty. How about that? Bottom of the inning now, and set to go as the third baseman, Michael Lopez.
Michael Lopez.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. And he takes strike 2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
Stepping in now, Scott Franchise, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
The shortstop, Al Hale.
Ready for another chance, Hal Hale. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Nope.
Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Hit hard on the ground to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. At the plate, Brad Benton. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Riding in once again, Buford Christian. Here comes the first pitch. In there at the letters 0-1.
Hey, this guy's pitching pretty well as we're rolling into the late innings. It's interesting, though. His first pitch strike percentage, less than 40% so far in this one.
Fouled off. A runner at first with no outs here. And it's fouled away.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Nobody out, runner on first. Count still at 1-2. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
At the plate, Glenn Suarez. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. One and two.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. To second for 1. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5 to 4 to 3 to end the threat. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. So striding in, Andrew Arellano.
For the Thunder, the center fielder, Andrew Arellano.
He's set. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. That misses. 1-2. Line drive to left. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Wow, he almost made a heck of a play in left.
Yeah, Matty, you can't fault the left fielder there. You'll see he makes a tremendous effort, but he just can't haul it in, and it gets past him for an extra base hit. Like the effort, though.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Ned Robinson will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Jason McIntosh is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 25, Jason McIntosh.
At the plate now, Corey Esparza, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here comes the 0-1. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2.
In today's game, it's seeing so many guys strike out and not worry about it. I'd love to see a little 2-strike approach right here. Maybe shorten up a little bit and try and force feed something the other way.
Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
This could have been much worse for the first baseman here. He goes up for the throw, leaving his feet, and exposes himself to a potentially devastating collision. He's lucky he didn't get taken out right here.
So it's second and third following the error. And set to go is the second baseman, Tiny Ryan. He's set and the pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. Off the plate and in, it's a ball and a strike. Line hard toward right center. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. Now he's safe at third, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Boy, this one looked like he was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Coming to the plate now, Justin Martinez. First delivery to him on the way. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. 1 out and a runner on third. inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just low with the slider there. That's ball 3.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Liner in there for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Antoine Fong. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Still only 1 out in the inning. That's by him for strike 1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. This is flared out towards second. And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants a pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
To the plate now, Brian Cannon, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Here comes the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. So that'll go down as an E4, as he certainly had his problems that time at second base.
Lopez.
Bases full now following the error. And next will be the speed threat, Michael Lopez. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball.
Hey, as a former infielder, nothing hurts your heart more than making errors behind your pitchers. Let's see if this guy can pick them up right here.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
Here now the 2-2. And he might get them all home as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam, his second of the game, as they just continue to pour it on here.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
Michael Jordan comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Now back, right fielder, Scott Franchise.
Into the box, Scott Franchise. Off-speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here. Bases are empty, one man out. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Drilled to the right side. And that gets through a base hit. He's 3 for 5.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice has melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his third knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
In now, Hal Hale. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
So now to the plate, Andrew Arellano, as he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. The 1-0 finds the zone, strike 1. The 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. All told, 10 men come to the plate here. 6 of them score. 8th inning coming up. The Thunder lead this one 12-0. Now to the plate, Sean McKee. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's gone about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
First pitch on its way. Strike called. Tough to do much with that one. Fouled away. Hit softly on the ground to first. Right to him. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, the second
Well, these fans have been treated to a fine outing out of their hometown starter as we give you a look at the numbers here. A big 0 in the run column on the right-hand side of your screen. Standing in, Jason McIntosh, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Here it comes. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. McIntosh, 30 years of age. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball. This is popped up. Lopez in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. Hit weakly back to the mound. Barehanded at his knees. It's there, and he's out.
The bat of the 7th.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Mark Lacy. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Another 2-2 offering. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Weak grounder down the line at third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. stepping in and ready for another shot, Corey Esparza. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. 0-1 the count. With this one almost in books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch.
Count 1-2.
Chopped at third, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And now a pitch on the way. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Now here it comes. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. Full count, here it comes. Bounce towards the second baseman. He's got it, and a good throw gets him one gone.
The batter, number 4. Second baseman, Tiny Ryan.
So digging in now, Tiny Ryan. First pitch on its way. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Bases are empty, one man out. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Adkins is there now, and he has it, 2 gone.
Now batting, the catcher, Justin Martinez.
Ready now, Justin Martinez. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Hey!
Set to deliver the 0-1.
Count is 1-2.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here.
Your
Quentin
attention, please.
Walls will come on
He
now, and he'll
changes
slide
the
into the 7 spot
Now
in the
pitching.
lineup following the
Batting
double
seven.
switch.
Number
Orlando
63.
Ayala will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Into the box now, Jonathan Adkins starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball. That's inside.
The 1-0 home.
Hey. Ball. That's
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Franchise has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1. It's a bullpen game for them now as we have a look at the starter's final line. And he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Hey, what a great job of mixing speeds and mixing up his pitches. 2 hits allowed in this one. Dominant performance.
Stepping in now, Paul Taylor, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Hit hard up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
At the plate, Michael Wright, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the 2nd strike.
What a nasty pitch right there. Batter thought it was going to hit him, and it ends up breaking into the zone for a strike.
Ready on 0-2. This is hit softly to third. A glove by the third baseman for the out.
Now back, the first baseman, Brad Benton.
Stepping up to the plate, Brad Benton. Here's the first pitch to him. The 1-0 home.
2-0.
Now a cut fastball finds the target. 2-1. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
Hit hard back up the middle. Gets dirty and gloves it. What a play. And just like that, this one is over.
Hey, how about that play to end this thing? That's what you call the icing on the cake. Cherry on top of the sundae. Exclamation point. I love it.
12-0, the rather convincing shutout final score. Tennessee jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Antoine Fong earns his 5th winner of the year, allowing only a pair of hits in 8 full innings pitched. Tim McKee worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 23 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.